Hello and welcome to episode number 240 of WITM, in which it is just 6 days before the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, in which Gerald will likely defend his Intercontinental title for the first time. Similar to last week, Gerald is going to be giving two low-card wrestlers, Kalisto and Aiden English, an opportunity to help improve their position on the card and get a non-title victory and 2 spots up in the Intercontinental title rankings. So let's get underway with our episode 240 match. Gerald in a non-title triple threat hardcore match against Kalisto and Aiden English.
Be ready for anything. We have a triple threat coming right up.
I'm ready.
It'll be Kalisto in a match against 2 of WWE's finest.
Mark my words, this one's going to be absolutely incredible.
There's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top. So how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with
Here we go. Triple threat action just moments out.
Days are all filled with an easy country charm. This triple threat match will be a main event on any show, in any arena, in any city across this nation. I assure you that.
Nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, pull out my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. The kids are sweet, so I keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't think it very good. So I fiddle when I can and I work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got the old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Woo!
And here we go.
In English, here's the
And
bell.
sorry for the
Ready
buffer
for
now, but
action.
they're on
And
Gerald's
with these three
entrance.
competitors, it's anyone's ball game.
Oh yeah, triple threat match.
English
and I'm 3
looking
times
for a
more
neck
amped
breaker
than
on
usual.
Gerald, but Gerald
Regardless,
reverses,
Aiden
and
English is here to put his very particular spin on this match.
which reversed Kalisto as well. Gerald looking impressive early on.
Expanding the repertoire with that move.
Aiden English and Kalisto both similar in a way.
Talk us through what
Both
Kalisto
came up
is thinking right now.
to
He's got his hands full
the
of
main
this triple
roster
threat match.
from
How does he
popular
climb that
NXT
mountain?
tag teams, Kalisto with Sin Cara and Lucha Dragons, Aiden English with Simon Gotch and the Vaudevillains.
Oh, yeah, he's a good
But
one.
after both
But I
teams
put the
broke
three of
up,
these
they've
superstars
struggled to
up
find their
against
way in
anybody
the singles
WWE
division.
universe. A lot of talent in there.
But here in this match with the Intercontinental Champion, they have a big opportunity to help improve their standing in the
Definitely
rankings.
sets a tone for the evening.
I like
Kalisto
it.
sends English tumbling outside.
That'll make your eyes water.
And a knee to the head of Gerald by Kalisto. Kalisto getting a second, for the second week in a row, getting an opportunity for a non-title victory against Gerald. And submission locked in, single leg Boston Crab. But Gerald is able to break that up quickly. Back in the ring comes English.
Man, he might need
Targets
to get a new
Kalisto
identification
as Gerald
card
is able to
after
bide
this
his
one's
time.
over.
You're not kidding. After this one's
But
over,
a
his own
huge
mother won't
DDT
recognize him.
by Aiden English forces Gerald up. Reversal
If you
by
like
Gerald.
old-time wrestling,
And a punch.
You gotta love watching Aiden
Uppercut
English
by
compete.
English.
This guy's a real throwback.
He turns the
Reminds
attention
me
to
a lot of the
Kalisto
early
as
20th
Gerald goes
century.
tumbling outside. Drags English closer center ring. Elbow
Kalisto
drop to the
shows
knee.
us some clever offense here.
And Kalisto
Aiden English starting to
with a
slow
450
bit. I don't think he
splash
expected
off of
to be in this
the
position here. I tell you, we
ropes
knew this
to
was
Aiden
going to be a
English
close affair,
connects.
but I don't
Gerald
think
makes
we
his way back
expected
to
it
the
to be
ring.
this tight. What
And
a
stomps
match.
away at
I think a lot
English.
of people agree
Temporary
with that assessment,
teaming
John.
up
For
by
his
Gerald
sake,
and
I hope there's a
Kalisto.
lot more left in the tank.
Now stomp to the back. Forces English up. Reversal by Aiden
turns it
English.
around. Woo, a little showboating going on here.
And Gerald plunges the head of English into the top turf, or rather top rope, and sends him tumbling outside. But here comes
Sorry,
Kalisto.
I couldn't resist, but you're right. Aiden English has all the makings
Drags
of a
Gerald
catch-as-catch
closer to center
can type
ring.
competitor.
I mean, if this wrestling thing doesn't work out for him, which would
And
shock me, he
enziguri
can
by
certainly fall back
Kalisto.
on his time spent in the theater. He's having a seriously hard time getting back
Stomp
to his
to
feet after
the
that.
back of Gerald.
Looks like
Running
he's starting
attack to the
tire.
head.
Guys, this is where we find out what he's made of.
Wow, these guys aren't giving it an
Kalisto
inch,
targeting
but at
the head
some
of
point,
English
one of them got to
now.
start pulling away, which is what we might
Drags
be
English
seeing
closer
right
to center
now.
ring.
Well, I think it's too early to call
And Kalisto
anything at
looking
this
to take
point.
I agree
flight.
with you, King.
Wants English on his feet.
Wow.
But
He was
Gerald
quick
is
as
going to
a fox
quickly
on
run
that
over
one.
to the top turnbuckle and throw down Kalisto, sending him to the
That's the
outside.
first time we've seen that move
Now
tonight from
face buster to
either
Aiden
locker room.
English.
I
Here's an
kinda
opportunity
love
for
it.
Gerald.
Just look at this. You can see the results
Close
from
recover,
will this
center
be
ring.
enough?
And it's up. He got the
And
shoulder
English
up.
is going to
He's
power out
showing the
almost
heart of a
instantly.
warrior here tonight.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
Reversal by Aiden English.
Aiden English is going in for the kill.
And English, I believe, a signature maneuver, goes for cover. Broken up at 1.5 by Kalisto.
This guy's just getting worn
Power
out.
trip into the corner.
think we've seen that from him before.
And a
I mean,
diving
it's definitely a
punch
first
by
time.
English connects. Gerald uses the ropes to get back to his feet. And turns his attention to Aiden English. Power trip into the corner. Forces English to top turnbuckle.
Hard no mistake there.
Reversal by English, looking to take flight, and diving elbow connects. Reverse, and Kalisto now going for cover. Gerald outside. English powers out of 1.5.
Yeah, not without a fight anyway. I can't believe it. He just won't go away.
Forces English to a knee. English evades. Power trip into the corner.
Got to be careful not to take on too much more damage here.
Flying punch by English connects.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
Gerald back into the ring now, biding his time. Now targets Aiden English.
We've seen some unlikely alliances formed in these type of matches in the past.
And
It'll be
now
interesting to see if we get more of the same here
knees
tonight.
to the back, goes for cover.
I think he's got him. He's showing no signs of
Kalisto
letting
powers
up.
out at
I
2.
don't know how much more damage he can take. He anticipated
Reversal by
that move
Kalisto.
perfectly. I don't remember the last time he
And a
executed
kick
that
sends
maneuver.
Gerald on the ropes, but
Oh,
Gerald
nice reversal.
is going to lift Kalisto over the ropes and join him out there. Remember, this is a no disqualification
Man,
match.
did he take a wild swing with that one. You're right. That was wild indeed.
And sends Kalisto back to the ring.
And
And
he's
we'll join
heading
him
back
there.
in. I can't blame him. Oh,
Reversal by
Kalisto's in a tough
Kalisto.
situation here,
Neck
folks.
breaker by
There's a
Aiden
very real-
English.
Oh, looks like he's in no man's land here. He needs to be
Kalisto.
able to put things back together here.
Knee to the head of
This is a
English.
dangerous position to be in.
Drags
He
him
needs to be
closer
able
to the
to find
ring.
a way to clear
Goes
the
for cover.
cobwebs and regroup.
Will it be? He's making a statement here
Powers
with
out
this
at
attack.
2.
Turning it around. It's
Kick to
Aiden
the back.
English with the reversal. Oh, what force behind that kick.
Forces
Oh,
Kalisto
man.
on the ropes.
Oh, nobody won
And
that time.
sends him tumbling
Oh, my,
outside in
Kalisto
front
was
of
leveled
Gerald.
there.
Let me remind everybody.
And
there are
English will
no
join
countouts.
Gerald
His
and
competitors
Kalisto
can stay out
outside
here
and
as
target
long as
Gerald.
they like.
Bringing it back
Sends him
between
back
the
to the
ropes.
ring.
And that's a good thing.
Well, I've never seen him do that before.
Excuse my coughing. My allergies are fairly bad
He was
today.
able to reverse that.
Wow, that overhand punch started down behind his feet and just kept coming.
Man, that came out of left field.
Reversal by English as Kalisto tries to fire up the WWE Universe, and that's going to open up opportunity for offense for
How
English.
much more?
But
How much
he's
more
going
are
to
you
miss the
willing to
grapple
pay to win
attempt.
this
And there's
match?
the
This is up. And he
Salida
goes.
del Sol by
This is it.
Kalisto into a cover. And it's going to be a victory for Kalisto. He picks up the victory in the triple threat. Gerald will take to no decision.
Kalisto wins here in impressive fashion. Man, this guy looks like he's ready to tear through the entire locker room. And I wouldn't put it past him. What a great match we just saw here on Raw. Thank you everybody at home for choosing to spend part of your Monday night with us.
Alright, so Kalisto taking advantage of the opportunity. He'll earn just one spot because he did not pin the champion. However, Kalisto taking advantage of the triple threat match involving the Intercontinental
A
Champion.
great way to lead into the next matchup, which should be a good one. Get ready for tag team action. Coming up next, it'll be Team Sheamus versus Team Curtis Axel.
Alright, and we'll get the rest of the results for Raw, and then do our rankings update. Prior to Gerald's match, Asuka defeated Nia Jax in non-title action, and Aaliyah defeated Nikki Bella. In non-title action, Raw Tag Team Champion Sheamus and Cesaro defeat The Miz, Taraj. We got lots of tag and women's matches on this card. New Day defeats the Hype Bros. Authors of Pain defeat the Usos. And Triple Crown champion Dean Ambrose continues his momentum ride, defeating The Miz. And we'll see how those results affect the rankings on Raw. As I once again back out and all the way into the main menu. Alright, starting with the Raw women. Asuka defeated Nia Jax. Asuka is champion, and Nia Jax falls to the bottom, number 9. Aaliyah defeated Nikki Bella. Aaliyah moves up to number 6. Nikki falls to number 2, and that means the new number 1 contender is Bayley. And the top 5 contenders to the Raw Women's Championship held by Asuka are number 1 Bayley, number 2 Nikki Bella, number 3 Liv Morgan, number 4 Lana, and number 5 Dana Brooke. And now the Raw Tag Team Division. Sheamus and Cesaro defeated The Miz, Taraj in non-title action. Sheamus and Cesaro are champions, and Miz Taraj remains at the bottom, number 6. Authors of Pain defeated the Usos. They swapped spots. Authors of Pain to 4, Usos to number 5. And New Day defeated the Hype Bros. New Day becomes number 1 contenders. Hype Bros fall to number 4. That means Authors of Pain moves up a second spot to number 3. And the top 5 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships held by Cesaro and Sheamus are number 1, the New Day, number 2, the Revival, number 3, the Authors of Pain, number 4, the Hype Bros, and number 5, the Usos. And now the Intercontinental title rankings. Who might Gerald face at SummerSlam? Kalisto defeated Aiden English. No decision for Gerald. Kalisto moves up a spot to number 9. Aiden English falls to number 24. And Gerald is, of course, champion and takes a no decision anyway. Dean Ambrose defeated The Miz. Miz falls to number 4. And Ambrose is not in these rankings. And the top 5 contenders to the Intercontinental Championship held by Gerald are number 1, Sheamus, number 2, Bobby Roode, number 3, Xavier Woods, number 4, The Miz, and number 5, Big E. So as things stand right now, the number 1 contender is Sheamus after the go-home Raw before SummerSlam. However, Sheamus could possibly be defending the Raw Tag Team titles with Sheamus, so it may not book Sheamus in that Intercontinental title match, so Bobby Roode may end up being Gerald's opponent instead of what would be a rematch for the Intercontinental title, with Roode being the previous champion. But of course, don't forget me, we still have main event to come as well, so this could change. And now the Universal title rankings. The only match we had that would affect those rankings is Dean Ambrose defeating The Miz. Miz is not in these rankings, and Ambrose is champion. In the top 5 contenders to the Universal Championship held by Dean Ambrose are number 1, Kevin Owens, number 2, Cesaro, number 3, Sheamus, number 4, Brock Lesnar, and number 5, Bobby Roode. Now we advance to SmackDown. Will Dalton Roush be in action before SummerSlam? He will not. However, for storyline purposes, we are still going to call it an episode here. So that is going to do it for episode number 240 of WITM. Until 241, this is Corey, signing off.